Simulation games replicate activities, be they mundane or fantastical, in ways that action or strategy games do not. Sims tend to fixate on involved, highly specialized undertakings and making set activities as realistic and immersive as possible. With Sims, the journey is just as important as the goal. It's not just about catching fish, for example, but how you catch them that matters. The games that fall under the simulation umbrella are broad and varied. Sims can be massive sci-fi fantasy games, bizarre niche games, or breathtaking flight recreations. Some simulation games are world-building games, a genre that challenges you to create and manage a town, city, nation, or planet. The nature of these games, as you may suspect, play to a more niche crowd. These titles will never match, say, Call of Duty in terms of popularity or sales numbers, but their customer base keeps returning for that more measured, cerebral play. These are my top future picks. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is a tremendous technical achievement because it has a smaller download than the previous game, and it is hosted in the cloud, rather than on the player's local machine. The previous game could require half a terabyte of storage space with all the updates. But now, with the data in the cloud, the storage on your local machine is only 23 gigabytes. Oh, now this looks good. Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment, who made the likes of MudRunner and SnowRunner, just revealed Roadcraft. Rebuild devastated areas solo or in co-op mode for up to 4 players in a simulation featuring advanced physics. Operate more than 40 vehicles, from bulldozers to construction cranes. Work in various regions around the world with 8 maps, each 4 square kilometers in size. Manipulate materials such as wood, sand, and asphalt using Saber's new physics engine. Construct new roads and bridges to facilitate movement across rugged terrain. Plot point-to-point routes on your map to guide your logistics convoys and recycle every piece of debris into reconstruction materials. Giant Software has confirmed the launch of Farming Simulator 25 as the ever-popular series introduces the latest installment of agricultural action, available on November 12th. Nobody takes the art of farming as seriously as Simulator, and fans are in for a treat with the new settings and machinery available in FS25. The land will be cultivated thanks to added gameplay features, visual improvements, and even a freshwater supply to grow rice. The family-friendly series has amassed sales of more than 30 million copies since its initial release in 2008, with this latest edition set to continue the story. Virtual farmers can embrace the great outdoors in 3 new settings, from an idyllic East Asian landscape to a typical North American environment in vast open space, and a central European base with ponds and rivers separating serene green fields. inZOI is the upcoming life simulation competitor coming for The Sims 4's crown. So far, it's managed to turn heads with its incredibly photorealistic visuals, as well as other smart features like scanning real-world objects to create 3D renders of them in the game. The new life sim is currently being handled by Krafton, the publisher that you might know from PUBG, and more recently, the Callisto Protocol. The least surprising thing about inZOI is that it is better looking than The Sims 4. This isn't necessarily the impressive part, considering that The Sims 4 is 10 years old and can be run on practically anything, but the gulf between this title and inZOI is vast. At times, inZOI looks like an Unreal Engine 5 tech demo, which shows off how good the engine is with visuals, and the more realistic art style will help players make characters look like they would in real life. Of course, the downside of having a game as good-looking as inZOI is that players need better hardware. The game will launch on PC alone at first, and players will need beefy PCs, preferably with an RTX 3070. But this is a worthwhile trade considering the game's graphical fidelity. This extends to the characters too, who look very realistic. And the added detail with more polygons means that inZOI has one of the best character creation systems around.